Hi, friends, welcome back to Devil's Advocate, the critical thinking channel. First of all, I want to thank everyone in my comment section for my last video who shared their stories. You are amazing people, and thank you so much. Like, I'm a total stranger, you're a total stranger, but I feel so grateful that you all felt comfortable enough to share your stories with me, and wow, you are all amazing survivors and you deserve all the love and safety in the world. Thank you so, so much. You have no idea how much it means to me that you felt comfortable enough to do that. And yeah, I'm just very proud of each and every one of you, and I'm very grateful for everybody on my channel. Thank you so much. Today we are going to react to Salty Crab's Discord video, the one where she discusses her part in the Discord, etc. So yeah, let's get into that.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, whether it was going trick-or-treating with your kids or with friends, maybe hanging out at a bonfire, or maybe just cuddled up at home, having a relaxing time. Either way, I hope you guys are doing well, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about my thoughts on this whole Rachel situation. I'm sure you all have heard about it by now. If not, basically, there have been some screenshots shown of things that Rachel, Hecticana, Jawbone, and some other people have been saying in a Discord. I'm just gonna let you guys know. I actually was in that Discord. I got invited to join the Discord and was told in an email, quote, Mr. Snowflake, a few other reaction channels, and this person are in a private Discord where we can share knowledge, clips, tea, etc. So I thought, hey, why not, right? If it's just creators in there talking, helping each other out, let's see what it's all about. As soon as I got in the Discord, however, I saw that there were viewers in there. It wasn't just creators. And basically I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna join in. Maybe I'm super naive, but I literally thought that this person was telling the truth, that this was just a place for people to chit chat, kind of share their thoughts on things, help each other out if you're struggling with a video, maybe talk about a rumor that's going around, things like that. I stupidly thought that it was an innocent place for creators to hang out.
As we said before, like Snowflake's name seems to be popping up a lot in this too. From what I've seen and what I've said in previous videos, if you haven't seen those, go check those out. Snowflake seems to be the head honcho of these discords. Um, but yeah, it is a little bit odd that there are viewers in there as well, because if you're all creators and you're all sharing ideas and stuff, I would be alarmed if I got into a Discord and the viewers of these channels would be in there, because obviously you don't know who's holding on to what information. Situations like this are going to happen, like inevitably. It's just a very nefarious thing. And what else is really alarming as well is like how quickly these reactors were very quick to throw each other under the bus for stuff as well. Like they all claim to be wanting the same thing, but I feel like the whole time maybe they were against each other. I know it's like competition for views, etc. in Girl World, and Rachel obviously took that way too far. But they were all very quick to throw each other under the bus when the going got tough. Actually, to be fair, except for Snowflake in this thing, he's not said anything about anyone. There was a tiny comment about Rachel not, not handling things well, but other than that, he's not thrown anyone under the bus. Um, but yeah, I think the fact that there were viewers in there was alarming to hear the first time round, and I would probably come straight out of something like that. Not that I even know how Discord works or how to use it, but if I was in that situation, I probably would be like, this isn't going to end well. But yeah, let's carry.
Like I said, when I saw that there were viewers in there, I knew immediately this is not going to go well. Something bad is going to happen. So I did not go into that Discord more than a handful of times. I said hi in there. There was a few times where I got tagged in something, so I would go in to see what was being said if people were asking me a question, and I think I responded to one of the questions. It was like, "Hey, are you this other channel? Your voice sounds like them." And I said, "No, that's not me." That's basically all I participated. And I just never went in there, to be honest. I also, like I said, knew, hey, whatever I say in here, expect that it might get out one day. So I just kind of didn't really feel like going in there. And I'm just going to be 100% honest with you guys. When all this stuff went down with Rachel coming out and saying that she had offered Emily money for screenshots and voice messages and all of that, it made me feel a certain type of way. I thought it was pretty gross, to be honest with you. Like, it's one thing to offer money to someone and be completely out in the open about it, but to do it behind everyone's backs. And it wasn't just, hey, I will pay you such and such money for an interview. It was like, hey, we can split the AdSense on this. My viewers taking their time to watch my videos, I will share some of that profit with you. I don't know. The whole thing just felt really unethical, honestly, really disappointing. Like, I really liked Rachel. Not that I knew her, but I mean, as a viewer of her channel, I really liked her. And I still feel like she is good at making videos. Her videos are always well researched and well thought out. But seeing her tell everyone that she was doing shady things behind the scenes, it really made me think I might have had the wrong impression of her. And so when that all happened, when that information came out, I left the Discord.
The main comments I saw when the salty crab video came out was one from Carissa, Geordie's mod, that she was the mole and she was being attacked in the comments for it. And two, how quickly this video came out. Like, she already had it prepared. Like, it was very, like, the news came out, all of a sudden Salty had a video. Let me know what you think about that. But, it did seem odd how quick she was prepared for this. But also, if she was the mole and she had all these screenshots, why wouldn't she put them on her channel? Like, she would have got so many views for it. She would have made a lot of money off it, I would imagine. It would have made more sense if she was the mole for her to disclose all this information on her own channel. Um, so yeah, like, I don't understand if it is the case and she is the one, why she would have given them to Charlie Gold instead of putting them on her channel. Let me know what you think about that. Because, like, to me, that would have made a lot more sense if I had all that information that I wanted to share. I would have done it on my own, especially if everyone's going to know it's me anyway, right? Might as well just bite the bullet and do it. Yeah, let me know what you think.
I knew I should have done it a long time ago, but I just was kind of like, whatever. You never know when I might want to go in there and ask someone a question. But when I saw that Rachel was doing something, I was kind of like, okay, I have a feeling that the people in the Discord knew about all this too. So I was just like, I don't want to be a part of any of that. And now that all of these screenshots are coming out from that Discord, I have a few thoughts. So I feel like people who are saying that Rachel and Emily, it feels like they had something more going on than just flirting, because from those screenshots, Rachel admits that she flirted with Emily to get information. I personally feel like it was more than that. Rachel even said in one of the screenshots that, not gonna lie, things got a bit uncomfortable. That sounds like more than just flirting. And then you throw in the fact that the timing of everything, the timing of Rachel coming out and sort of cutting things off with Emily just so happened to be when it appeared to everyone that Emily and Amberlynn were still talking. I think, and maybe this is a crazy conspiracy theory, but I think Rachel was under the impression that Emily was completely done with Amber. And when it seemed like that wasn't the case, Rachel maybe got a little jelly and was like, oh, wait a minute, you're still talking to her? I'm out. you know, everyone, or I shouldn't say everyone, a lot of people are comparing this situation to the whole Erica, Brittany, and Amber Lynn love triangle. I gotta say, I'm kind of, seeing the correlation. And honestly, even if it wasn't all that, even if it really was just flirting with someone and promising them money in exchange for information and doing it behind your viewers' backs and then coming onto your channel and making it seem like you were just here to get Emily's side of the story out and expose Amber Lynn, to me, that's very disingenuous.
Yeah, she did seem a little bit put out by the fact that Emily and Amber potentially were talking. It just goes to show that Rachel flew way too close to the sun and maybe got too close and maybe did start getting feelings for Emily. Like, this is just an assumption. And also, but it is very strange it's been said that she to that is potentially A. And if she is A, then she's been talking to Emily since February, flirting with her since February, which is absolutely wild. Um, and yeah, like it has definitely come across as disingenuous. Um, but then, you know, it just does seem odd that Salty Crabs jumped the gun with this video again. I don't know how you guys, whether you guys thought that was a little bit sus as well. Let me know.
Genuous. I know this is girl world and I'm not trying to take everything super seriously. At the end of the day, it's all just drama and really doesn't affect any of our lives. But, I do have opinions. And if anyone's curious, they're my opinions. I think that if I were in Rachel's shoes, I personally wouldn't have done all that. I can also appreciate the information that came out because of what she did. I just feel like you didn't need to do all that. We would have been okay not having that tea. The other thing that came out about Rachel in these screenshots is her talking about Beck and giving money to them, and Rachel saying that she simps for money. She's gonna dry her tears with banknotes. Again, that all just feels pretty gross. I'll just talk about myself. I appreciate that I make money off of my channel. There were a few months back in the beginning of my channel, for those of you who have been around that long, there were a few months where I wasn't making any money. I got demonetized for a couple months. And that kind of sucks because you're putting a lot of work and effort into something and you expect to be compensated for it. But I don't know, to be so open with what feels like greediness, it's just, ugh, it's not a good look, definitely. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think we can all learn a lesson from this. Do not say anything on the internet that you wouldn't want the whole world to see, especially if you're going to talk shit about people. But anyway.
I mean, she is right. Don't say things on the internet that you don't want people to know, but kind of the irony of that now as well, considering what she said about Anna, which I talked about in my previous video. It's a bit like, yeah, double standards there a little bit now, as she also hasn't addressed that comment either. So we'll see. So yeah, that was the bit of that video where Salty Crab talked about the Discord. Yeah, I think it's very important to remember like the current events with Salty now, when people were talking about her things she said about Anna getting R-worded. And also the recent video she's done where she's used footage that was deliberately asked to be deleted from YouTube. And like I said, what makes this interesting to me is the fact that she's allegedly the mole in this Discord. She's the one who sent all the screenshots to Charlie Gold, and people are saying that they're quite close friends. But it just seems bizarre that she would do that when she could have made her own video explaining the whole situation herself. And that I don't know how you guys feel about that. So now we're going to look at a snippet of Snowflake's video where he discusses Rachel. It's a very short clip, because he kind of doesn't really say a lot about the Discord, despite it obviously being his Discord now. But I find it very interesting how he approaches it in a very almost like political, neutral way. So yeah, let's get into that.
talking about herself or, yeah, probably just herself. Right, here we go. Amber has uploaded. All right, she looks right. Yep. Here we go. She looks sad. Her hair looks messy. It's been going on here. She does look messy. She could at least look nice for the live stream. Actually, hold on. Got no stains, it's a win. Oh, it is nice to see the chat, actually. Oh, I think she's in one today.
How you guys doing?
How are you doing? You look annoyed? Why? What's happened?
I'm here late, but I'm here.
Pretending to be oblivious there. Why? What happened? I didn't know anything was going on. I forgot to say this is going to be edited just to the main bits because this goes on for a very long time and a lot of it's not very relevant. So I'm just going to put a few little clips in here and talk about those. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
About Rachel, yeah, we definitely are.
Here we go. Oh, that was early. 3 minutes in.
She's giving like hypocrite a little bit. And I'm just giving like something I've always said. Oh shit. I'm usually really
Finish your sentence.
painting my nails. I never get it on my skin, but I just did because I'm like sidetracked. Something I've always said
is
reaction channels are just like me. They're just like everybody. Normal, living people who make mistakes.
I swear Geordie was saying that on his live stream. I know I fell asleep to Geordie. His lovely dulcet tones, but I'm sure Geordie was saying that. But that doesn't make sense because she doesn't watch Geordie. I'm sure Geordie was saying that. She's gonna always have this. She'll be mentioning Rachel till her dying day. Because she thinks, because Rachel hasn't handled the situation very well, she thinks, oh, that kind of negates everything I've done, everything she's done. Rachel hasn't done this very well. She makes videos about me. So that means I'm off the hook. No, your cat's still gone. Everything.
Oh my God, you're like, just when you think he's actually going to say something relatively just sensible, he just has to drop in the cat again. It's like he's stuck on this like loop, like a broken record, where he just like has the same few little catchphrases and he's just over and over and over again. And it's just wild. It's almost like there's no like imagination there. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it's just that's just how it's coming across to me. There's just no like there's just he just can't think up anything else to say about her. And it's just very bizarre. It's very bizarre.
Everything awful Amber has done, it still happened. She's still who she is. Everything she's done, that doesn't disappear because Rachel hasn't handled the situation perfectly. Nothing changes, but in her mind, a reaction channel is messed up, so she's good now. But it doesn't work like that.
You're right, it doesn't negate from the fact that she's a terrible person who's done terrible things, but actually I feel like she was saying that everybody is human and makes mistakes, and I don't think like it's coming across to me the way it seems to be coming across to Snowflake. He seems to kind of have got a bit uppity about her saying that. She can also say things like that, you know. I don't know. It's just like he made that come across like it was a lot worse than it was, when actually she could 100% be smug as hell about it in that particular moment. But she wasn't. She was genuinely quite like, we all make mistakes, we are all human. It is a little bit weird that she's done it, but you know, things happen, and Snowflake has kind of turned that around to like her trying to get away with everything she's done. I definitely don't feel like that's how it was voiced to me. But like, let me know in the comments if maybe you feel like differently, because yeah, I would like to hear all your thoughts on that.
They're not perfect. They do things that are questionable.
It does sound like she's actually standing up for Rachel.
That is literally being a human. Like, but they have this like attitude that is so like they're just better, superior than me.
I was a pretty. I thought she was going to say they have this attitude of being better than everybody. And I was about to say, I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever watched. Well, I haven't. I've never watched Geordie and thought, God, he thinks he's better than everybody. But then she said, oh, they have this attitude of that they're better than Amber, better than her. That bit's true, because as far as I know, no one's killed a cat.
Yawn. There we go with the cat thing again. It's just flogging a dead horse. Sorry for that expression. It's a horrible expression, but I couldn't think of anything else at the time. It's just, yeah, but she killed a cat. But it's like, did she though? Like, it's still alleged that that happened. We don't know what happened to Rarity. You can't just blurt things out like that. Like we've talked about this before in other videos, and I do feel like sometimes I'm repeating myself, but it is very important. Like, that throwing around allegations like that with no concrete evidence of things happening, especially with a platform's biggest snowflakes, is very dangerous because people will believe it, and people may not be able to think critically and will just think black is black and white is white, you know. And yeah, just the level of just irresponsibility with the stuff that comes out of his mouth. And again, it's the same stuff. Cat analyzer. It's like, she has something to say that's actually relevant. He's like, yeah, but you're a cat analyzer. That's all he's got to say. And she has done many other things. He could talk about something that's relevant to what she's saying, but he doesn't. And it is ridiculous. And it just shows a massive lack of emotional immaturity, I think. Yeah, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy how he's approaching this. And I would love to know what you think in the comments. Sorry, I got a bit ranty there. It just really frustrates me that, like, that's all he's got to say about anything. For the years of footage there is of Amber around, and how long he's been doing his reaction channel to her, that's all he's got to say over all those years. Like, at least try and make the argument, like, well, be like, oh, but well, you say that, but do you remember this, or do you guys remember when she said that and it was against this, and blah blah blah. At least make an effort with it. Don't just come out with your like one line catchphrase that you seem to have. It's crazy. It is, like, and to be honest as well, like, she's kind of right. Like, with the videos I've done recently, with a bit of the research I've done on those reaction channels and the way they speak about her and handle things and how they handle their communities, from what I'm seeing, and I'm going to be brutally honest, they're not better than Amber. If anything, with the Discord situation and other controversies I've seen surrounding these people, none of them, I would say, are any better than Amber, and, like, in any way. They're all irresponsible. They all say stuff without any concrete evidence. They're all, like, conning their audience, especially Snowflake. And how is that any better? Like, sorry if I've got a bit ranty there, but I would love to know how you feel about this in the comments.
No one's compared being gay to being a PDF.
No, but no one else has also ignored genuine PDF allegations because it doesn't fit in with the narrative they want to put on one person either. So you're no better. You're literally no better. You wouldn't let anybody speak about the PDF allegations with Dakota, and because it didn't fit in with your documentary's narrative of the situation. So again, you are not better in that situation.
So yes, reaction channels, everybody in the community is better than Amber. Yes, that bit is true.
And it's just not the way the cookie crumbles. The fact that, like,
She would know. It's not the way the sponges.
a lot of these reaction channels, I'm just speaking based off of how they were, like,
A year and a
I
half,
don't
2 years
know,
ago.
a year ago, 8 months ago, because I don't watch them anymore. I will say I watched my first Rachel video today because I had to see it. I had to see it. um Remind me never to do that again, please. But
Never do that again. Even I've not seen Rachel's latest video. She's watched it. It's not a first video that she's watched of hers, but you know that.
these people just act holier than thou. And from what I remember from when I used to watch them, and I would watch reaction channels religiously.
But but she's always been online and has always used the same line. I don't watch them. Oh, I watch the bit, but I don't watch them anymore. She's always said I don't watch them. But now she's like, oh yeah, I used to watch them religiously. When? Because people have said to her, you watch them, don't you? Nah, no, I don't watch them, no. Oh, but now it's, oh, I used to watch them all the time. So at some point she's lied about that. She's still watching them, everybody knows that.
I mean, if she is, and if she isn't at the end of the day. To be honest, that's kind of like the least of anyone's problems in this situation. I think that's really nitpicky. I know she said that she doesn't watch them, but you know, does it matter if she does or not? Like, do you care if she watches your channel or not? Like, does it bother you that much if she doesn't? I don't really understand what the big deal of that is, but you know, she may have lied about watching them to kind of protect herself or whatever. Like, I don't know, but I feel in this particular situation, though, she has every right to voice her opinion on it, only because it's directly involving her actual personal life. People who are in her life are affected by the things that Rachel has done. So I feel like, yes, like, she should remember the things that she's done. But in this particular situation, the reaction channels in that Discord have done wrong things and they have interfered in her actual personal life. So I feel in this particular situation, shut up and let her say what she has to say. Because in this particular situation, she is not the one in the wrong. Those guys are. And I'm not saying by any means that all reaction channels are bad, but him in particular, I just find him really irresponsible with how he goes about things. And yeah, like she definitely deserves to be able to have her say on the situation that's infected her immediate life and relationships with people, which shouldn't have happened in the first place. So just let her say what she has to say and stop coming back with stupid points that are irrelevant to anything.
So glad I don't do that anymore because that put me in a headspace that I'd never want to be in again. But they were awful. Like I remember Jordy Jordy and the ankle. Ugh. Oh my god. I could vomit
To be fair, I do that when I see Geordie.
just even thinking about them. The way that they would talk about me is just vile.
True.
And if I
facts.
ever said that, like any of those types of things that they would say about me, if I ever said any of that, even remotely close to that, about another human being, people would be like, Amberlane, you are Cruella DeVille. Like, you are disgusting. You are the worst person on this planet. You deserve murder.
Amber, I agree. You're not Cruella DeVille. She killed dogs, you killed cats.
Oh my God, I honestly swear if I hear him say that one more time, it's just, oh, I don't know, I don't know why he vexes me so much. He just does. And it's just like, he's trying to kind of argue Amber's stance on things, but it's like, you're not winning any argument here. You're literally just saying the same thing over and over and over again. Now I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I feel like a mad person now. Like I don't know how many times he's already said that in the last like 5 minutes, but oh man, I don't understand why people are so devoted to this person when he's literally only got one thing to say.
Well, she tried to kill dogs anyway. You're very different. Um. Anyway, sorry.
And that's just the tea of it all. I don't know.
She always does this. Oh, if I did this, and it's always quite vague. There's never specifics. So it should be like, oh, Geordie said this about me, and if I said that, people would have a different reaction. But it's just, oh, if they said this, but give me an example, give me a specific. What has Geordie said that if you said it, people would be raging?
Wow, that is wild. Like, come on, Snowflake. Just for once, listen to yourself. You have no argument here ready to talk about to show her how these things aren't right and stuff, but you expect her to be ready for it because you say so. Like, you literally contradict yourself completely there because you are not having a good argument here at all. And she's just saying how she feels, but then you expect her to give you examples of your bad behavior. But even though this is an example of your bad behavior, it's a massive example of all of your bad behavior, but you're not seeing it all, and it is crazy talk.
I mean, to be fair, he did say it's okay to fuck animals. Oh no, that wasn't Geordie. It was Amber. See the difference? Give me an example. What stuff has he said that you'd be crucified for? It's Amber who said the awful stuff. Do you remember that? Do you remember that post she did? Hey, if people want to fuck animals, who am I to judge? You should be judging that. You should be judging that.
I don't really know what he's talking about there. If anybody does, please let me know in the comments. Like, I've never heard that before, genuinely never heard that before. But if you have, please let me know what it's referring to. She probably did say something stupid along those lines, but I don't think it was quite the way he's saying it is. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It's just, he's so immature in the way he talks about things. It's just, yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I think maybe slowly people are realizing, like, yeah, we're all human here. We all say things that we shouldn't say. We all make mistakes. We all are, you know,
She watched Geordie last night, I'm sure, or the night before. She has.
just people being people. I'm not saying that, like, is a good thing. I've never wanted Michael B. Petty more than anything because his shit was just like funny stuff. Like,
And no, he was one of the really truthful ones, wasn't he? He wouldn't just make fun of her for silly stuff. He'd called her an animal mistreater. I watch. He's very funny, Michael B. Petty, but no, he's one who would call her out for the really serious stuff. But she's trying to make it seem like, oh, he used to just make fun of silly stuff like me hair or me life, anything. But no, he'd call her out for the serious stuff as well.
from what
You're probably right, Snowflake. You're probably right. But Michael B. Petty definitely did not have flirty text conversations with one of Amber's ex-partners. I remember Zachary Michael saying back in the day that they all made fun of her and they all criticized her life and stuff, but they never ever would go as far as to be having phone calls with her relatives and be flirting with her ex-partners and stuff. That is just below the belt. So again, you're trying to minimize the damage that you guys have done, and I think that's pretty much what Amber meant by that. Like, nobody was interfering in her actual life at that stage. And the fact that you can't even register that in your brain because you've only got like one word catchphrase is crazy. Sorry, he just makes me mad. I think he's triggering me now, because it is just absolutely ridiculous how like emotionally immature he is and just how like he's a stupid person, to be honest. I said it. There we are. He's just stupid.
I remember, yeah, it hurt my feelings at the time, but that's like little kids playing in the playground versus like how things are now. How things are now is just like it's not fun anymore.
I remember clips of Amber going, I'm gonna end myself because of all the harassment, all the reaction channels, all this. And that was the Michael B. Petty era. But now she's trying to make it seem like, oh, back then it was silly, it was fun. Now it's just gotten so much worse. No, she's always had an issue with reaction channels, and they've always called her out on the serious stuff.
Yeah, but they haven't always been phoning up her aunt. And they haven't always been trying to get videos of her wiping herself on the sink, which is, if you watch my last video, he actually did say that he wanted to see that, which is so weird. So, so weird. Such a weird thing to say. Um, yeah. So it was all like maybe it was a bit offensive to her, but it was probably a lot more harmless. And like the closer people are getting into our actual life, people on the internet, you don't know what they're thinking and what they're feeling. You're sending all this rage to one specific person, saying all this stuff and alleging stuff without genuine proof of it happening. Like something is going to go horribly wrong. You don't know who's around here. You don't know how infatuated people get. If someone thinks, oh, someone can get hold of their ex, maybe I'll get hold of their ex. Some rando on the internet tries to contact Emily and tries to contact Aunt Tammy, and then they manage to find out more about Amber's life and then actually come into her life. You've kind of given the green light for that to happen with your actions as general, not just Snowflake, but obviously Rachel and all these other reaction channels who have okayed the talking to people who are in her actual world. And you have no idea who you're giving all this information to. And it is insane that he's belittling it so much when it all starts with him and his Discord. Mad.
Anyway, she's trying to manipulate. Where's Burp Fuck?
It's not cute. It's
and
not
Catnip.
quirky. Quirky love Rosie.
Oh yeah, she's really jealous of her, isn't she?
Every time I hear that word now, I think of her. It's just, thank you guys for helping me paint my nails.
You're welcome.
Anyways, what was I saying?
Nonsense, lies. Oh, that is a bit. I mean, she doesn't deserve any sympathy, but that is a bit sad. She's got any mates. She's got no real mates, so she needs us. Well, not me, but
What was I saying?
Lies.
Prison. She needs prison. That's crazy. I forgot what I was saying, actually.
What are you drinking, Amber?
Yes, this has calories.
Oh.
Yes, this has carbs.
Oh.
Yes, this has sugar.
The lip smacking.
Yes, this has added sugars. I'm fully aware, okay? Just let me drink my kiwi lemonade in peace.
I could have prevented this, and it's sad to know that food completely has ruined my life.
Just let me drink my kiwi lemonade in peace.
All right, that's fine. I'm not going to come for you. Never would. That's fine. If you want to do that, go for it. Don't ever come in here asking people to care about your weight loss journey when you're going, hey, let me be me. Look, if you want to eat and drink yourself up to 600 pounds, own it. Own it. Sounds like she kind of is owning it there. Good. Own it. That's what you want to be. She doesn't have to lie and go, I'm going to lose weight this time. No, you don't believe that. So at least she's kind of owning it. So points to Amber.
Thank you. What Rachel vid did I watch? I watched
That's what I assume.
The new one, because I was like, girl, I need to know. I need to know some things. I need to know some things are lighting up.
She can't be like, look, I don't watch reaction channels anymore. And she's like, I've just watched Rachel's though. Do you watch them or not? And she's quoting Geordie. I swear Geordie did that. Or dreamed it again.
I'm sorry, but in this particular situation, again, if I was talking to you guys now and then like someone said, oh, some other person on the internet who doesn't like you has reached out to your ex-partner and been texting them since February and been flirting with them, this, that, and the other. Of course, I'm going to watch the video where they talk about it to find out the actual situation because I'm a curious little sausage like that. And I imagine Amber is the same. You wouldn't expect anything else, really. I mean, I don't really know what he thinks, that she's just going to ignore something like that directly affects her life. I mean, a normal person with a brain, I would imagine, wouldn't do that. I don't know. Any of you guys wouldn't watch a video about one of your exes somebody made about you, about a reaction channel talking to them, etc.? Like, I think anybody would watch out of curiosity more than anything to find out why you would even be getting that close into my life to begin with,
Nail polish is not.
And because I haven't seen Rachel's latest video, whenever she tells me about it, I'm going to have to go in with going, it's gone through the brain of Amber.
Not it. I don't like the smell of it. Okay.
Of what? Your swamp ass?
Nail polish is not.
Oh, nail polish. Yeah, I agree
not
there.
it. I don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, I agree. Nail polish remover. Oh, that's worse.
Rachel's a hypocrite. Oh, and I just need to like make this known, like out in the open. Rachel loves to talk mad, like big mad game. I don't know if that makes sense. Amberlynn is like financially abusive towards all of her girlfriends.
Well, I think she was. Well, I'm sorry, I think she was towards Beck. And was she towards others? I'm not sure. I can't remember now.
Like, I can't do accents, so I just make up my own
She
shit.
did mooch off Crystal and Casey. And yeah, it was like that with Beck. Yeah. There's three.
For everybody.
There's three partners she
and like she literally is like she owes Emily money. No, I don't.
Oh, I like it. I thought she started this off quite sad. Look at this. There's the thumbnail. Oh, actually, she's quite smug and feeling herself. Oh, okay, I was wrong. She's not sad. She's feeling herself. So.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Mm-mm.
And that's why Emily didn't give any receipts. I don't owe anyone money, actually.
All right, you don't owe Emily money. All right. Receipts about that? I don't care about receipts about marks in arms and dead cats. That's the receipts I care about.
Do you know what? At this point, I don't even think he does care about the unaliving of the cat. It's just something for him to throw at her, like in these kind of situations. Because if he did care about that, he would know through his Discord and Geordie's mods being in his Discord that Geordie said on his live stream that he'd been in touch with someone who thinks they know what happened to Rarity. But nobody's getting those people in their live streams. No one's reaching out to them to find out if it actually happened or not. And even Geordie brushed it off in a later live stream. I'll try and find it. But yeah, he says that somebody he knows in that area knows where Emily lived, saw McDonald's driving there a lot, and said that this person had said they let the cat out and they caught it and put it in the woods, right? Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but Geordie said on his live stream that that's what happened, or that's what this person is alleging has happened. So that's like the starting post, right, of finding out what happened to Rarity. But nobody's actually seeming to care about that. Nobody's even mentioned Emily mentioning that, really, like what she thinks happened. Weird that Emily's camera wasn't working at that specific moment when Rarity disappeared. It's just all, I don't know, it's just like the Rarity situation is almost like, to me, like when Rachel used Beck as a reason for doing what she's doing. Like, she didn't actually care about Beck. I think we can all agree on that now. Like, especially in the group chat, where she said she was going to manipulate her audience to not vote the money goes to Beck. It wasn't about Beck. It was just an excuse for her shitty behaviour and her attitude towards Amber. And I think Snowflake is the same. Because if they actually find out what happened to Rarity and it wasn't Amber, then they're not going to have anything to have a go at her about, right? And I'm not saying Amber did or didn't have anything to do with Rarity. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. And until someone gives me concrete proof that happened, I'm not going to be saying anything like that because, like I said before, you can put ideas in people's heads that things have happened that haven't, and we shouldn't be doing that across the board. Nobody should be doing that. But I definitely feel like he's using it, and like the other reaction channels, specifically this little group who constantly have a go at her, are doing it to justify their own shitty behaviours. And it's not okay, and we need to call it out because it's not right.
Was there accusations of money? But
that's very much me coded. If my mom pays for something, if I don't have cash or whatever, I'm like, okay, I got you. Next time I see you, I'll pay you back. That's just what I do.
That's the type of person you are.
Girl, I hate that voice you do. Me too. Me too. But I do it for the people I hate.
Yourself. You clearly hate yourself a lot like that. Baron.
Well, strongly dislike, because I'm not like a person who hates, okay? I don't hate, but I strongly dislike people. So.
But I don't. All right, okay. She's all right. Okay, she's a positive person. Yeah, okay, she doesn't hate people. I think she hates everybody. Does she hate? Yeah, anyway.
I don't like that was one of the things like when me and Emily were doing like our apology tour to each other. I was like, why would you lie about certain things? Like
Amber asking. I'm trying not to pause too often with the live streams. I'm trying to let her talk, and then I'll make me nonsense point. But when Amber is saying to somebody else, why would you lie about that? Amber, why would you lie about your name? My name is Amber Katie Reed. Why'd you lie about that? Why'd you lie about half the stuff? Well, any of the stuff you lie about? My dad's dead. Is he? No, why? Never mind, Amber. Never mind. I was raining petaled. Were you? No. Right, okay, that's all right.
I just felt like Trump. You know how Trump goes, everybody is see. I don't know. One thing about Chantel, listen,
Chantal.
she knows how to do like accents. Like
Does she?
she knows how to imitate people. That is one thing.
How do you know the word imitate? 3 syllables. You are getting good. 3 syllables you're up to. Well done. Be wiping your ass next.
I cannot do. I just sounded like I don't know what that was. Let's just not do it again. But Trump does this hand thing all the time. Anyways, Asa, hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's beautiful. Welcome. Okay.
Where's Burpfuck? Where is Burpfuck?
Oh yeah. So I don't. Yeah, when me and Emily were doing like the apology tour towards each other, I was like, why'd you lie about so many like random little things? Brittany, welcome, love. No explanation. I don't.
She lied and didn't give an explanation. Oh my god, who would do that, Amber?
You would, Snowflake. You would do that. You literally did that. You're literally doing that. And you're doing it even in this live stream, you're doing it. It's crazy. Like, oh man. And also, to be fair, like Rachel did say that Emily was not very forthcoming with the travel receipts and the money things that she originally was going to give her the AdSense for the video about. So I don't know whether Emily was telling the truth or not about the money situation. But, you know, who knows?
Hey, it's a good one though. She's not sat. Was it the last one where she was crying? I can't remember. It might have been the last one where she was crying. I didn't kill Rarity, right, guys? But today she's a bit. She's watched the Rachel video and she's come out here all guns blazing. She's ready for a war. I like it. I like it's different. If she was sad all the time, sure it would be fun. We'd have a right laugh. But I like this version as well.
Oh, Emily shit when it comes to like her bringing me home. I paid for everything, the rental, the foods, the flight.
I imagine you ate more. All right, you paid for stuff. I assume she did, yeah.
Back that she had to take, the gas, and then she like stayed here for a couple days. I paid for all of that. Like, no, we ain't gonna play that game. But I'm not saying that to like Sarah.
The noise clean.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm not saying that. Brittany, hi. I'm not saying.
LX says, you're manic, brother. Maybe that's what it is. I'm saying she came in here all forceful. I mean, how long have we been going? 10 minutes? Maybe, yeah, there's a little bit of that. It might get worse and worse, yeah.
Saying that to like be mean towards Emily or like whatever. I'm not trying to do like the drama thing. You're manic. Nah, I'm just like, I haven't talked all day really.
I've not talked all day. Oh. She has got nobody, even the man. I told you that she only speaks to the man, sees the man once a week. And they don't really talk at the bingo, do they? Amber, shut up, I'm trying to do bingo. She hasn't talked to anybody all day. She's just been in the apartment, by herself, not talking. Oh, Amber. I think you should make friends with Rachel. Make friends with her. You'll have someone to talk to.
And I know someone who could do with being in an apartment all day without talking to anybody. I wonder who that could be. Sorry, I'm getting a bit catty now. I don't know, he just brings something out of me that's just so triggering, and I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know what it is. Let me know in the comments why I'm triggered by snowflakes. Just stupidity.
It is Rachel loves to in her video, she loves to be.
Last video, she really struggled to get her thoughts out. Let's see how she does it here.
Like, you guys don't have like the full context. You don't have the full context of these screenshots. And I'm like, neither do you.
Ooh, she's having a battle. I like it. I like
All
it.
the screenshots that were sent to
You
you
stick up for
regarding
yourself.
me, like, you don't have the context. I was like physically in Wisconsin with Emily for 3 months. You weren't there. You weren't there.
See, I think she was there, but in text message form with Emily. Like, because like she said, they've been talking since February, so she was definitely there with you in your time in Wisconsin. Whether she was back and forth with Emily or not, she's obviously been very involved in your business and relationship for a very, very long time. And to be fair, where credit's due, Amberlynn is absolutely right in this comment. Like, even in the apology video, she was saying you don't know the context of the Discord and the conversation before and after these screenshots, but she then did not give us any more context to those screenshots that she's claiming. So she cannot be saying to Amber, you need context, you need proof, this, that, and the other, when all the garbage came out of Rachel's mouth in her non apology video without any context either. Like, it's such a double standard going on right now. It's crazy.
And she's so butthurt about personal screenshots being shown. Bitch, didn't you just profit off of doing that to me?
Yep, she's right. That's literally what she's done. So, yeah, again, like, I don't really know, like, from this situation, like, Rachel coming back into Girl World, I think is just, it's a no-go because she's literally a complete hypocrite and is like Amber said, like she's literally profited over Amber's messages, but then has got really offended when people want to see proof of her messages. And the same happened with Studio Deets, and the same happened with Hector. Like they're all very upset that people are like have read a few, like a handful of messages when Rachel's in her channel is showing like in hour-long videos, like pages and pages of screenshots from Amber. Like you can't do that.
That might be the worst thing she's ever done. Hannibal Lecter moment there. Although he killed people, not cats. Hannibal.
Oh my god, it's so funny, Snowflake. You've never ever said that before. She unalived a cat. Oh my god, like, oh, where do you come up with this? You're just so fresh and all this new material. Like, wow, you are just so hilarious, bro.
Lecter, Reed, there's something there. Cruella de Vil. Do you know, I kind of like, well, not kind of, I do like this attitude of, I've watched Rachel's video, I'm gonna get her. I like it. It's dangerous for her to get upset. I remember watching a foodie where she was raging and her face went really red, and I really thought she might go here. She looks a bit red so far. Don't get too manic. Where's Burpfuck?
I am not computing. Everything she's upset about is very much the very thing that she does herself. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like, you're mad about screenshots showing that you are like an actual like mean person, but like you'll show screenshots of me when I'm like in a very highly emotional state of mind.
Well, Amber, that's a good point from Amber. Amber was in a very emotional state of mind, and I would be as well if I was planning on murdering a cat.
Oh my god, it's just it's like I'm so vexed right now, you guys. I'm so stressed just by how many times he said that. Like literally, there are so many other things that she's done that he could be saying, but no, we're gonna stick to the old thing that's not 100% factually correct as of this moment because I don't know why. Maybe he's just mental, I don't know.
I'd be in a highly emotional state of mind as well. Oh, and I did the same hand gesture as Amber. Oh no. Be gaining £400 next. Yeah, I'd be too if I was planning on getting rid of 2 cats. Why did you bottle it? Why didn't you get rid of Princess? Did you go upstairs and you couldn't be bothered? Well, that's what she said the other day. My cats are my children. They're your children, but your child's lost and you can't be bothered to go to the back door to check. Worst mother ever.
And you'll be like, yep, all this is it. This is where it's at. Like, we don't need any other context. There is no other context.
She's dreadful at explaining. I'm not the best. But she's something else. You've got to really try and understand what she's saying. So, I mean, she has to Google it sometimes. What did you say the other day? I can't remember now. What was she saying? Exertion instead of extortion. That was it. You really got to try and understand what she's trying to say. She's doing okay here, but I feel like it's going to go off the rails and we're all going to be going, what? It's giving ooh? Come on.
I don't know.
Exactly. Alex, you're the new catnip and burp fuck, because they're not here. Fuck them. You didn't show actual proof, though. That's what Alex... Exactly. It's always vague stuff, and you don't know the context. Well, show us then.
It's just weird.
Why don't you show us as well? You show us. You show us how much impact you had on this Discord and all the things that you were saying in a Discord that was made by you and your mods. Like, you give us context on your role in the Discord. Everybody give us context on the situation. We've just had like vague answers and a load of bullshit apologies. And you've not said anything other than what's going on here. Like, oh, it's just... I honestly don't know how people can sit there and lap up the one word that he says hours and hours a day. Like, I've been doing this video for however long it's been now, and I'm just so stressed out and fed up. Like, I'm gonna dream about that one phrase over and over and over again. I don't even want to say it because I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Energy. Her flirting with Emily also makes me realize that's why she was probably very biased in the videos that she created. That's making sense as well.
Because she was in love with Emily. Huh?
I mean, yeah, it's just like that whole situation was super weird because I feel personally like I don't think she was in love with Emily. I just think that she got so obsessed with being able to manipulate Emily to give her all this information that when she ended up being called out on it, she just didn't like it. So while she was manipulating Emily, Emily seemed to also have been manipulating her and telling Amber stuff about her. And I think her ego did not like that at all. She didn't like that this person wasn't actually being completely manipulated by her. And yeah, I think it's more to do with that. Let me know what you guys think. But I definitely feel like Rachel thought like she was playing this game with Emily and Emily wasn't playing. Like Emily did give the screenshots and stuff to her, but Emily was also feeding information to Amber, and inevitably now Rachel has been thrown under the bus. So I definitely think it's more to do with the fact that she didn't think she had the control over Emily she thought she had, rather than actually being in love with her. But I'd love to hear your opinions on that. That's just like a wild theory going through my head.
Amber said that Rachel caught feelings and fell in love with her. But now she's saying that was just fake flirting to get information. So 2 things can be true at once. I don't think those 2 can be. Which one was it? Was she in love with her? In love with Emily? Was she in love with Emily? Sorry, I went off. Was she in love with Emily, or was she doing it to get information? Which one do you want, Amber? She's not looking well today, like.
Like I just said, I think it was more that Rachel's enjoying getting a kick out of manipulating this person and laughing about it in your little Discord. And when she realised that Emily, in fact, has had the last laugh, then she is the one who's offended by it and upset by it, rather than her actually being in love, maybe. But again, like, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments. It's just the impression I'm getting of the kind of person Rachel is, just from this whole situation.
I can't. I need to be a reaction channel for Rachel.
Oh my god, do it! Do it for me! Do it for me! I'ma kill the cat. I'ma kill the cat. React to that. No, I didn't!
Maybe I just feel like he's brainwashing me at this point. Am I being brainwashed? Is that what this is? He's saying it so many times that I'm eventually going to believe that it's true. Like, is that what's actually happening? Because I definitely feel like my brain is being awashed with this nonsense. It's crazy. And also, actually, I would love to see Amber Lynn's channel turn into her reacting to the reaction channels reacting to her. Like, kind of similar to this one, but it's from Amber's perspective. I would actually watch that. I think that would be great. So if Amber, if by miraculous like situations you happen to be watching this, do it. I would love it.
Rachel's a normal person. She's a normal person. Like, she's giving bitchy where everyone can be bitchy. She's giving used someone. I'm sure.
What?
She's giving used someone. I'm sure a lot of people watch.
Okay, I think I got what you were saying, but still, we got there, but it took a...
Used someone. I'm sure a lot of people watching me right now have used someone. Like,
I use Amber for a laugh. It's lovely. It sounds like she's kind of giving her credit. It sounds like she's trying to be fair. Like, Rachel's an ordinary person. She's going to mess up. She's going to be a bit bitchy. She's just a normal human. We're all the same. But there is a big jump from someone being a bit bitchy or somebody messing up or not doing the right thing to somebody offing a cat, killing a cat. There's a big jump from, oh, everyone can mess up.
Breathe.
Yeah, that's fine. Just because you film yourself,
just breathe. Like,
you're
I've
not going
lost
to
count.
get it right
I give up.
perfectly every time, are you?
Give up on this little narrative that he's got going on. Like, honestly, like, is he a human being? Is he an AI machine? Like, what is going on? What is going on? And I like to add to the actual conversation and not me just ranting. Rachel was a little bit more than a little bit bitchy. Like, what she has done is just like just unfathomable. Like, you would not expect that from a normal, well-adjusted human being. You don't expect this from normal, well-adjusted human beings either. Like, it's just, yeah, that's downplaying it, to say the least.
Killing a cat? There's a big jump from, oh, everyone can mess up. Yeah, that's fine. Just because you film yourself, you're not going to get it right perfectly every time, are you? That's fine. That's a normal person. But there's a big jump from somebody messes up now and again, like everybody, to killing cats and saying, hey, somebody wants to bang an animal? Who am I to judge? Was it a dog she was talking about? Somebody wants to bang a dog? Who am I to judge? Why aren't you judging that? What have you done? What have you done?
Reaction channels are not superior. They're not better than us. I can't. I'm not sick.
I'm better at wiping me ass.
Are you though? Like, where's the proof? Where's the receipts? We need video proof that you can wipe your own ass, as you demand Amber Lynn sends, like, someone says Amber Lynn's proof that she can wipe her own ass. So come on, Snowflake. We're all being accountable. We all need context. Like, are you better at wiping your own ass? Mm. And also, what is with all the animal comments? Like, what is going on with that? Please, someone let me know in the comments. Like, honestly, I feel like my brain is about to leave my body forever because it's just like, what is he talking about? So that was the end of him talking about the Discord. Well, talking about Rachel's situation anyway. And I'm so glad that's over. Like, I was on the verge of a nosebleed. I just could not take any more. I don't know. Again, I don't know how people watch hours and hours and hours and hours of him, like, just chatting like that. It's mind-numbing stuff. Like literally, like, who am I? Where am I? I think I need a nap. I don't know. Like, I just feel like completely nuts now. Yeah, so thank you for joining me in this video. We've discussed what Salty Crab had to say about the Discord messages and what Snowflake had to say about Rachel's um, involvement in it all. And it is very interesting that, you know, he hasn't spoken about it. Even now, he hasn't spoken about it, even though he must know people are aware that it was his Discord because of other channels who've been in that Discord. And someone in my comment section has said they were part of that Discord. Thank you so much for pointing me to this video, though. Like, I really appreciate that you did that. Yeah, because I was struggling to find where this bit of information that Snowflake was saying was. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But yeah, it's very interesting how both of these people have handled that situation. And like I say, it's just alarming that Snowflake has so many followers, so many people devoted to him. I don't know what you call them. Someone said flakies. I think they're called flakies. I'm not sure. A blizzard, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't even addressed his participation in his own Discord. He's definitely in there. His mods are definitely in there. Geordie's mods are in there. And yeah, it just, like, now that's happened and come out, I think people are realizing and seeing like how actually sinister the whole situation is, and the fact that we may have information about Rarity via Geordie, and nobody's actually caring to look into that because they don't want to, quote unquote, like, touch the poo. That they're very happy into going into Amber's personal life and talking to her ex-partners and family members, etc., etc. But the one thing that they're holding on to about her, the fact that something happened to Rarity and nobody cares because they're using it as an excuse to have a go at her and as an excuse for all the behaviours. They find Rarity and find out what happened, and it was nothing to do with Amber, and this person did take her to the woods like they say they did, then, like, what are they going to find then? Do you know what I mean? Like, well, I can say this about her and I can say anything I want and be as derogatory and horrendous to her as I can be because of her cat. That's why. And now that's literally the only thing the only straw they have left. You know what I mean? Because now everyone's seen them for how they really are and how they speak about their audiences and how they behave behind the scenes. The only thing they've got to hold on to is Rarity. And I feel like, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me whatever you want, but I feel my own opinion is that the only reason they have not found out about her is because they wouldn't have anything to as an excuse to be vile. And that's literally it. And for all we know, they might have been told. Like, someone might have said about Rarity, even Emily might have said about Rarity, but they haven't disclosed it because then they have no excuse for their behaviours, and it would be more obvious, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this video. I really hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I was just ranting a lot there. It was getting to me, guys. It was getting to me a lot. I am going to go and have a nice hot chocolate and watch something that's not going to destroy my brain. And I hope you will have a lovely evening or lovely day wherever you are. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I love having you here. I love that we can all have these discussions and debates about what's been going on. And I want to thank every single survivor again who was telling me their stories in the comments. I really appreciate that, and I wish nothing but love and happiness for every single one of you and everybody else, because that's what we deserve in life, right, guys? Yeah, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.